Tori Roloff has talked candidly about her son's challenging times as he matures. In this week's Little People, Big World episode, 32-year-old Tori and her 33-year-old husband Zach discussed their 6-year-old eldest kid, Jackson, who has achondroplasia dwarfism, gathered with his buddies to play soccer in a scene from the program. Zach, a TLC personality, raved about Jackson's abilities, saying, "As a soccer player, Jackson is really focused. He runs hard, pays attention, and is very coachable. Simply put, he isn't yet the best player. Although he has some dwarfism, he is generally conscious of his skill set. He picks things up quite quickly and has excellent ball control because he can outrun people." However, Jackson decided to sit out the friendly game by himself later on, and Tori hurried to console him. The size disparities are becoming more noticeable as Jackson ages, and he isn't catching up. Some of the opposing kids point out that he's different, and he's starting to hear that for the first time, Zach said during a confessional. "The first game that took place at Jackson stopped in the middle of the game and told me on the sideline like, 'Hey, they told me I'm too short to play soccer,'" Tori continued. Later, Zach disclosed, "It's beginning right now. Children will approach him and ask, 'Why are you so short?' before simply staring him in the face. His feelings aren't hurt yet because he's still young. We must pay close attention to how we react in these situations." Remaining strong. Last year, Tori wrote a message on Instagram detailing a devastating event Jackson had during his first soccer match, which was the difficult moment she was referring to. "I feel like Jackson, and others, are starting to notice that something is different about him," Tori commented with pictures of Jackson performing. The opposing team questioned Jackson's little size during his first soccer match. "I believe that it is purely out of curiosity, not bullying or malice. But it stayed with him enough to tell me on the sideline," she continued. "That's how God made you. Now show them how fast you are," I told him. I can't express how thrilled we were when he went on to score a goal. He's beginning to realize that he's different, which is difficult for him to accept, but I want him to understand that. However, he may not be as he believes himself to be. I pray you recognize your differences and use them to change the world," Tori said in closing. "Kid, you're different. Not like any child I've ever encountered. You are truly unique, and I am incredibly happy to be your mother." Maintaining hope, Jackson had surgery in 2021 to address his bowed legs, but his parents acknowledged that the procedure wouldn't guarantee a simple solution. Tori described the process on Instagram at the start of 2022, saying, "He had plates put on his growth plates. Nothing changed right away. Hopefully his legs will straighten as they get bigger, preventing the need for more extensive surgery. We won't know how successful the surgery was for a couple of years, as it's something that happens slowly and over time," she said in an update in June 2022. Zach disclosed in November of the same year that they were still awaiting definitive post-operative outcomes. After seeing that his legs seemed unchanged years after a recent corrective procedure, fans are now pleading with Tori and Zach to think about a fresh therapy.